Well, after Facebook, Instagram and WhatsApp all went down this week in a global outage, attention is now being turned to the skies.
Yeah, an astrological phenomenon known as Mercury Retrograde occurred that same day. Coincidence? It has a coincidental history of tech and communication meltdowns. Joining us to discuss this theory is Australia's leading astrologer, Natasha Webber. Natasha, it's great to see you. For those who don't know, what exactly is Mercury Retrograde?
Yes, hi David and Sylvia, thanks for having me on. Mercury retrograde is when the planet Mercury reverses through the zodiac, but it doesn't actually move backwards through our solar system. That's from our vantage point here on Earth, it appears to move backwards. But then everything that Mercury symbolises in astrology, and that is communication, information, machinery, technology, travel, they're all not flowing smoothly forward. And this can cause problems like emails going missing and communication mishaps and misunderstandings.
So is it possible, in your opinion, that Mercury retrograde could have been blamed for what happened at Facebook?
I believe so, because one of these things that Mercury retrograde represents, or Mercury itself represents, is social media. It's the planet that rules social media. So obviously then social media is not flowing forward, it's not moving well. But this Mercury retrograde was a little bit different because we've got to remember that Mercury goes retrograde about 3 times a year. And this Mercury retrograde was highlighted by the new moon and Mars in the same sign that Mercury was retrograding through, and also Neptune. And this can indicate scandals and confusion and whistleblowers.
There's a lot of whistleblowers. That happened at Facebook.
Yes.
And, you know, I had an email, a really important email that I was supposed to do a junket for a movie that went missing in the last few days.
Can it explain why I never reply to any of my emails?
Well, Mercury represents a busy mind, so maybe that's...
Okay, I'll take that.
So what other bizarre things, apart from me losing an email on Facebook going completely down, have happened in this past event?
Well, there was the mass shooting, that Dark Knight Rises mass shooting in Colorado that occurred during Mercury's retrograde. And the first Ebola death, for example, occurred during Mercury's retrograde. But it's little known that Mercury retrograde is often associated with weather disturbances and natural disasters. So Haiti, that earthquake in Haiti, that was at the time of Mercury's retrograde as well.
Okay. I know that it is often associated with mood changes and things like that. How does that work?
Well, I mean, Mercury will be travelling through the heavens, but it also travels through your birth chart. So it's going to affect your moods and your relationships and any other areas of your life if it's travelling through that section in your birth chart and it's triggering your astrological DNA, so to speak. So this is where we can get, you know, those misunderstandings and where people just are not getting each other.
Well, Natasha, fascinating stuff there. We really do appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you so much. Happy Mercury retrograde.
Is it though?
Is it?
Well, there can be a positive spin to it as well because the planet is internalised, so it can help you go within, and that can sometimes be a very good thing.
Okay, well, I'll just shove my planet back in then.
Yeah, just keep it on the inside. Thanks, David.
No worries.
Thank you.